Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 20. Call it the 24-yard line. Touchdown!
Three down. 319.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
In sync, as we're seeing so far.
You're
exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 3, second down.
Trying a quick hitter inside, but that one will swallow up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
On second down is Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Hey, check 26. Max Norm.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up the 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
He sticks into this one, and this is a rocket. From the end zone, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
47, Mike. Hey. Mike, 47. Great. What is that?
First carry loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Taking it in from 14 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. is Mason Crosby for the point after.
Let's go, let's go! Touchdown!
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because
looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
This is Newton up the play, fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be Packer football.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board.
First down carry by Jones. Just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here. And
he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Packers hang on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. Stay with it. I want to get abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Drives, 2 fumbles, and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yeah, Liz. 3 down.
Here's Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's fine. Yeah. Set it up. 319.
Touchdown, Packers. 31 yards. And the Packers all 6 to the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby.
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21 to zip.
Green Bay is lined up for the kickoff. Number 23, ready to return.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. And last time I looked, it's the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Hey, check.
Play fake here on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Here we go, set. Black 80.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon going through the field.
Remind you that we still have 4 seats available for all of our upcoming home games.
Here we go. Single receiver. Great. Island over there. Single receiver. We're set.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Let's go, baby.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
We got 4.
Fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be Packer football. And in this very cold night here, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. After the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Crosby puts it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24. Tremendous starting field position, really squandered there. They wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
On the return is Kenyon Barner. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
They were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. You're going to set. 180. Put it up.
On 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Even. 4 down. Even. Back to norm. Hey, I got number 8. Wind out. You got 58. Hey, 50. Ship. Turn.
quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's it, baby.
Shift.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Gun.
We own them.
Rodgers will throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Wes Horton in there to get him for a loss of 5.
That's
Rodgers
fine.
now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Tight end right.
Get it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go. Oko, over here.
Mike's 54.
Get it.
On first down, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Hot.
He's got daylight past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a
Interception all
pick
day,
6
baby.
for another touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Under 10.
Oko, over here. Wind out. You got 58.
Joker.
Gun.
He's coming. We got double.
After the pick 6. He's going to loft it on the deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Second down. That's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
Crash down.
And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with the give to Aaron Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
This is Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers head on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Barner. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and if I'm in the rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The throw on second down is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Do something.
Only way to play good defense.
It's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why? And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Connor Fack from the linebacker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Get him!
Callie, strong left, Callie. 319, 319.
Check. 3 down, 3 down.
There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown! Packers! A big touchdown in this first half. Always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Barner. Oh, twisting away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? Yeah, let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Great.
The throw on 2nd down. Newton this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Newton. Being chased out left. He's got his target. That's more. The 13 yards that time and a first.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two, you got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Hey. 4 down.
First down, the Panthers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking, but you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there.
On the ball.
Until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build from that stuff. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. So an instance there of can. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Gun. Hoka over here.
4 down.
So after the INT, it's Rogers. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's
so
fine.
The line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing the ball out incomplete. That's Graham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
That's fine.
Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Mike's
action. It's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. Mike.
Again, it's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Let's go. Come on.
First down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Jumbo! Mike 5'5", Mike 55, Mike 5'5".
And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
I'm going to hit you all.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. Crosby puts it through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. They're scripting something that they expect to get against the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
On the ball, on the ball.
But you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive game. This is new. The play fake to McCaffrey. And that's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over. Unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Blake Martinez. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This team had to put it away before we even get to the 4th.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think there's much more. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 6 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Hey.
50's the mic. Let's go.
And this will be incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him.
And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. A little juke. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
No.
With the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Expos.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. When people celebrating, the guys are just
that time, getting it to about the 46. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go again to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And it goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
That's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down to Rodgers. And left side here to Graham. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Strong right! Wide right! 45!
Again to Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and they'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way
let's go, come on.
Partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take one each and every time, won't you?
This time it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
4 down. We are going. 319.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3 down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
Let's go, come on.
Indeed, he delivered the tough yards.
Double tight. Cali, strong left, Cali. 3 down. Odd.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Good gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Over. You don't want no problems with me.
Running left, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hey, guys, check me out. 319.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Equanimous safety 15 yards out. And the Packers are pouring it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year.
To the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Moving on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Tight end's right.
Set.
Play fake and it's Newton. Under a heavy rush and down he goes.
Here we go.
Kenny Clark in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on
Suddenly, the momentum shifted to the other side. It's caught inside the 10.
That's gonna be good.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Gun.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think he's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
20.
Four down.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. A bit of respectability. And he puts it through. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers' hands. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal.
Yeah,
and in this case, they get it done.
Pushing through the contact. And another tackle broken.
Kill. Turn up.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go longer. What she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I'm speechless. I'm without speech. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early, so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. They run the back now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Woo! I know you feel that. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here's Jones. And he's eating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. 58. Get reset. Hey, easy.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winner is going to say, we need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
There we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Great. Ready.
Play action. It's Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Expect more passing to get down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
20.
That was a good run. Probably one of the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time.
On the ball. Gun.
Get him.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Get him, boys.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Set. 180.
Throwing is Newton. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
On the ball.
Confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't bet you. The offense coordinator made a note of that and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Gun.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. Congratulations. Another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
No.
I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, they're going all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hey, Mike. Stand in. Green 19.
Running with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.